So he's getting some really good work there. I've been there quite a few times. I know Jose Figueredo and I think Joey, good striking over there. So I'm excited to see how this goes.
You've got Alex Cunningham in the blue corner and Jose Lacayo in the red.
This is another matchup where one has experience and the other one is making their debut.
Nice hard kick there from Alex.
Oh,
slip.
You can tell Alex has some fast kicks. He's moving around, interested in seeing if it's going to be able to continue moving as the fight progresses.
That sounds heavy.
What would be good for Jose is start landing some leg kicks. He's moving around, let him move right into a hard leg kick, slow him down a little bit. Because right now it seems like the speed and his movement is just taking a little bit for him to get accustomed to.
yeah, especially since Alex Cunningham is the longer, taller, rangier fighter. Jose's got to figure out something on how to get across his range, get past it, a little bit more head movement to move outside the jab and those kicks.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing sometimes when you're the shorter guy and the guy is tall and fast and he's not sitting still for you to hit him.
Exactly.
So you got to approach it with a little bit more of a technical mindset. Like you said, the head movement is going to be big, cutting him off. And then when he cuts him off, being able to make him pay and start racking up those points.
Exactly. He needs a lot more feints more. He's sort of got to not necessarily chase Alex, but he's got to, catch up to move and match his energy, match his pace there in the cage. You don't just want to stay sitting in the center and let Alex pick him apart.
Yeah. It's like guiding him. And that's where he doesn't want to be, chin up on the outside. Regardless of being tough, those shots will add up. And Alex is getting to the punch faster, getting to the kick faster.
I think he's just moving around too much for Jose. He can't find him.
Yeah.
Definitely that first round, I give it to Alex Cunningham.
Yeah.
He's definitely got a reach advantage, but the body style of Jose looks a little bit thicker. But, man, Alex is landing some heavy strikes on him.
Yeah.
And as I look over here in the corner of Jose Lacayo, you definitely see he opted to take the stool, whereas Alex Cunningham in his corner.
How y'all feel about that? Is that a flex?
Needed. I wouldn't say necessarily a flex. I know a lot of guys out of my gym, out of the jungle, our coach is like, you don't need a stool. It's 1 minute. And when you think about it, when you're in the gym sparring and stuff like that, we don't have stools around. We sparring, 5-minute rounds. In between, we just, stand, catch our breath a minute, and then go on to our next training partner. So I personally don't use the stool in my fights. But if you need, to each its own.
I use the stool, but I think it's one of those things that's just however it works for the fighter. Like I know Israel Adesanya, he one time just stood in the middle of the cage in the ring, and he didn't even go to his corner. Now that is a flex.
Yeah.
Because you could be standing in the middle while the other opponent is sitting down, and then you turn, go and get knocked out. So you never really know.
True.
But it's definitely showing Alex is comfortable.
Yes. And as Jose is, lunching and ranging forward and stuff like that, as I looked on his corner and he was on the stool, he was a little bit hunched over. You could definitely see his abdomen. He was breathing heavy, whereas Alex in his corner, they were able to get his heart rate down and control his breathing. So definitely cardio, I believe, will be an issue later on in the second and third round for Jose Lacayo.
Jose's got to use a little bit better movement. He's just letting Alex kind of swing on him, and he's chasing him. He's the bigger guy, so there we go. That was a nice body kick. He's got to use some of that power, get some heavy low kicks, grab him for a second. The ref ain't letting no stopping action.
Nope.
There we go. Now follow up. I think that's one of the things when Jose does land something, he needs to follow up because he's behind on the scorecards.
Exactly. You don't just want to, I landed a good punch or a solid kick, but I don't just want to lay back and sit down and watch my work. I want to follow it up. If I hit him, hard to the body, I notice my opponent crouching down, I'm going to follow up. That doesn't mean be too aggressive, but it definitely means, finish the job there.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5 punch combinations, not just one solid hard hit at a time.
Jose staying right in that kicking range of Alex. Not looking to get any closer himself.
especially since Alex is taller and longer, Jose needs to be either all the way in, ripping the body, or all the way out of his, kicking range. But that middle range, Alex is just going to eat him up with those kicks as he continues to do so in the second round.
As soon as he closed that range, Alex tied him up real quick and got the split.
Nice body kick. And that's actually one of the things that Alex could use that range, let him kick at him, block it, and then strike off of it.
There we go, a little bit of flurry there at the end there. I say again, the second round went similar to the first round.
Yeah.
Another round for Alex Cunningham. He's really, really able to utilize that range. Given that this is his debut and Jose Lacayo has a little bit more experience, you definitely would have noticed just by looking at the fight in there as Alex is able to maintain the distance and maintain his range. And now you see here in the second round, looks like Alex needs a stool now. As he's over there, I see a little bit of breathing. He's trying to get that breathing down as his coach is in his corner talking to him. So after the first round, he didn't need the stool. After the second round now, he used the stool. So if I'm Jose Lacayo's corner, I'm looking over there and, looking over there and say, hey, man, keep it going, keep the pressure on. He may have, starting to gas himself out here leading into the third round.
That's a very good analysis because I was thinking it's like, oh, he's sitting down now. Jose should be looking at that and getting a little bit more confidence.
Exactly.
It's like you wanted to stand up the first time, you're sitting down this time. Now this is my last round. I got to take you out of there. Let's see how these men finish this.
Third and final round coming up. Thank you all for joining us for this pay-per-view broadcast of Combat Night Pro here in Orlando.
And I hear Jeremiah saying that he's got to give everything. He's got to go. Those kicks aren't going as fast now. Yeah.
So as they tried to open up, Jose tried to open up a little bit, got a little careless with his strikes. Did not seem intentional, but you gentlemen are responsible for where your strikes land when you throw them.
You still got to be responsible for your weapons.
So how do you guys feel when you take a groin shot during a fight? There seems to be like guys sometimes want to recover quick and just get back in it, and then sometimes it's like, for the outsiders, it's like, man, you got 5 minutes, use it.
Yeah, I feel like it depends on the fighter. Like if they feel like they're in a good rhythm and you get hit in the nuts, if it wasn't too bad, they're probably gonna want to get right back in there. Like Demetrius Johnson against, I forgot who it was, but he got hit in the nuts. He was like, no, let's go, let's keep it going. But then sometimes for a fighter, it's like they might want to slow it down a little bit. It's like take that time. It's like recuperate, get everything working it like smoothly, and then it's like, all right, you know what? Let me take some time. And then I'll go right back.
He might be getting the better of you in a moment and then lands an errant strike and you're like, whew, I get a second now.
Exactly. It also depends on the person who, who took the groin shot. Were they the ones advancing forward? Were they winning the fight in that moment in the exchange? Or were they're losing? You sort of, in a sense, take it to advantage. And let me just catch my breath. But, they give you the time, so I'd say take it.
Really right now, because Alex is moving out of the way, that would actually be a great time for Jose to throw a 3-2 head kick or 2-3 head kick. He's fading out right into his left leg. Or even a Roy Jones-style rooster punch. That was a nice leg kick. That was a perfect time to kick.
So you can catch the kick and throw a technique, but then you have to let it go immediately, right?
Well, the referee just said you can't catch a kick. Now, it depends. Is this Muay Thai rules or is this kickboxing rules?
This is kickboxing rules. I was under the impression with kickboxing you catch and throw the technique immediately and let go. Muay Thai you can catch and hold.
Yeah. So this is like a K1 style rule set. Jose's got to keep it going. He's got to keep going. He's only got 30 seconds.
Oh.
Looks like somebody's bleeding there. Is it Jose's blood bleeding from the chin, it looks like?
Oh, he says go. Yeah. Knockdown.
Still got 13 seconds
Yep,
to go.
it's not over yet. Alex definitely needs to keep his hands up. They got last 10 seconds left.
All right, so this one's going to go to the judges' scorecards as well. I think we're
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards, and they've awarded your winner by way of unanimous decision. And now your winner, Alex Cunningham.
Just like I suspected, Alex Cunningham gets the W there. Now, this is nothing to take away from Jose Lacayo. He was tough in there, staying in there, but it just seems as though Alex Cunningham's range, his kicks, especially his kicks and his punches, definitely his kicks, his long range, was just too much for Jose Lacayo.